You struggle in opposite side castle situations. There are only two ways to exploit if your opponent castles to the other side. One is a massive pawn storm, and the other one I will show you right now. In the previous video I showed you a phenomenal but horrible game. It was a complete masterclass. I gave you some opening tips, what you should do in the opening. I gave you some middle game tips. And I even showed you why I wish I subscribed to myself, because I showed you a thinking pattern and then I instantly blundered against it. So, yeah, okay. So, it's obviously very helpful to watch content like this because it really helps you, first of all, with discovering lessons that you wouldn't have known on yourself. By the way, this is one of the annoying lines. I don't know if I should go here, here, or c4. I know if he wants to queenside castle, that there are lines where I go for this. You move the bishop, I go here, you go there, and I have this b4 sacrifice. But I don't know in which order I should play it. By the way, I am making opening courses, and this is one of the positions that I will feature in the courses. They're not out yet, but if you want to see them or get them or buy them or whatever, you should subscribe so you can see when it's out. So I did already make the course for queen takes, but not for knight takes yet. So I'm thinking knight takes, or I have to play rook to b1, or I should attack it with the pawn. If you take, I attack with the pawn, you go back. I have rook goes to... Oh, that's annoying. If I go here, you have this. But then actually I might have... Is that a queen trap? Not yet. Oh, but that's a fork. Oh, cool. So I think this poses the biggest threat. I'm attacking this, I'm attacking that. If you take this, this is a fork. Your only move is to go here, and I will take your bishop with an attack on your queen. So you cannot take this with the knight. You cannot take this with the queen, because I will just take your queen. So you have to retreat. I will take, destabilizing your knight. And then I'll cast... So, oh, that's not actually a threat. Oh, fair enough, that's not a threat. Yep. I completely didn't think about that. So this is still a threat. I should just castle. If you take, this is still a fork. If you take, now my bishop and my rook align. So I should have something there. I don't know what yet, but there will be something there. There has to be. And now I'm a bit annoyed that my queen is not out. This looks like a very good position if I had more activity. Yeah, that's a good move. I can do this, but I don't really have anything against that. So probably I should go for this so I can develop pieces, but if I do this, I blockade myself here. So I kick your knight, you go... I also have rook here to bishop there. But I don't know. I want to play this maybe. I only reviewed the chapters where he took. I didn't see this yet. Um, this is annoying. So if I go here to go there, I don't actually pose a threat, so that's not really a priority. And I cannot go there. I cannot go here. This is quite annoying. I think I should attack your knight. So you have to go back, after which I could maybe develop like this actually, but you have the threat to take, do you? That looks dumb. I don't know, like opening both of these lines, if I can align my rooks on it, you should be dead. Oh, and I can also, like, knight goes here, I prepare development, you go here, I can pin you, you can unpin yourself, but then I take because I pin you with another attack. So that's like a nice trap I want to set. You go here, I prepare development. Or do I go like this? But then take, take. I have to take like this. You can attack because of this pin. I do have check if I'm calc. No, because there's a knight here. Yeah, because if I take but the queen, you can just take, and this check is not a threat anymore because you blockade it. You attack it. So probably you go here. Then I should develop or prepare development at least. And if you take, I can pin you. Oh wait, this is hanging. What am I talking about? I can't even do this. So knight here, bishop here. If you take, I have pin, but if take, 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 this is annoying. So I should be careful. Here, go there. What plan? Like that looks not as good as it should be. Knight here, maybe I have to put my rook there to defend everything, so I can prepare this and my... And this will always be useful. I could put a queen... Oh, damn, what? That looks dumb. There's no way that's good. I was in such a clamped position. I refuse to believe that that's a good move. I'm in such a clamped position. This looks nice, but you can take with an attack on my queen. So if I go here, you take a piece, I take a queen, you take a queen, I take a piece, and it's just equal. But if I take, you take with the take with the pawn, I go here and you lost the pawn, but I lost my strong bishop too. I can go here. This looks dumb. There has to be something here. That looked incredibly dumb. Wait, so you're up a pawn, but that shouldn't matter. So I could give this up with an attack on your queen. You have to go here. Then I could take, 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 and I don't know, I win a pawn, but is it worth it? If I go here now, you can just take. After take, take, take. I have stronger pieces, to be honest. You will have to defend. And I can develop. I also have like take, you have to take, I have check. You cannot block, you have to move. Take, move. And then I can do this, and that looks actually quite strong because now my queen is also stronger. So take, you have to take with the pawn, right? Taking with the rook is, yeah, you have to take with the pawn. After which I get a check. You have to block. If you self-pin, I have this fork, and then I can take with this pin and thread. So I think I should give this up. And I mean, I am voluntarily giving him my bishop, which should be a bad thing, but I just activate my pieces so well. Like, you have to probably move, I will be able to fork you. You have to move again, I'll be able to take. If you self-pin, yeah, that's smart. Um, so now I attack this, which is great. I could try doing this, by the way, so that I can maybe, but there's no actual sacrifice or anything, so I should probably just stick to my plan. Attack the queen, this is your only move. So queen goes here on a light square. Can I exploit that? I don't think so. So after takes. Oh, maybe I can exploit it like that. If I go here so that I can take with an attack on your rook, but also a checkmating threat, and you don't have a threat yet, right? Oh, maybe you have. If I just mess around, you have this. You do grant me check, but bishop blocks is quite annoying. So I cannot allow this. So I think takes. I don't have a trap with that, but if takes, I have takes and your rook should be trapped. And everything is safe, so I think I have to take this. And trading looks quite dumb because your back rank is way too exposed. My king is safe as hell, so I shouldn't be thinking all too much about a potential back rank mate or forks or anything. Now you cannot really develop this. This also looks a, oh, maybe that's quite clutch actually. I can go, nope. Damn, is this clutch? Knight here, just, you control this. I can go here though. Threatening mate. So not knight here, there is no mate. You cannot take my knight yet though, which might be beneficial, and I'm threatening. So knight here, oh, that looks like a bad version of the same. So if I go here now, I can get in here. If you do this, I don't have takes to take. That's annoying. Your queen defends this, and that will be defended as well. Wait, but this should be a blunder somehow. If I do this, right? I'm threatening this. I'm threatening that. So you have to defend. I go here, queen can come there, but then I have checkmate. So here I'm threatening this, I'm threatening that, I'm threatening this. Queen there, I have... How do you defend? If you go here, bishop there, is that your miracle defense? Damn, can I not stop that? I go here, bishop there. And I don't have anything. What? That's incredible. Um, Here, there, attack your queen. I have a rook here maybe. So queen here, miracle defense. Rook can go there. And after that, how do you defend? Maybe I shouldn't even care about your defense. I should care about my pieces get active and you are just defending, so it should be good. So I can just... He has to find this miracle, which probably he will. What is that flag though? Mongolia, okay. So, this is your only move. Now I can put a rook here to control this file and maybe pose some threats like this is mate. And if I can do this, maybe I can sack my bishop or take to take. I don't know, but I know that he has to defend, and as long as he has to defend, I shouldn't be too scared of too many threats. He should probably just consider making a left, but I pray he doesn't. I can do here, check, you have to go there. And after all of that, I don't have anything. That's annoying. Yeah, so probably he should just make a left. And I should try to threaten a pawn. And I keep this open, so you cannot really take, which is always nice. So I think you have to make this... What if you do this instead? I can take with a check and I shouldn't calculate anything more. Probably, I mean, check, you have to go there. I have this royal fork and you have to go, and probably I have a... Yeah, I do have a smothered maid there. So this doesn't work. It blunders a bishop, queen, and checkmate. So you have to find this. And then I have some options, but I think just blocking over your queen, opening up this and that, and just tossing the ball back in your court. If you take this with the queen, I could take with the bishop. If you take this with the bishop, I have this, you have to go there. After which I can maybe take to diverge the queen, but that doesn't work yet. And I might be able to set up a smother mate again. Like, this looks very smother mateable. I will act as if I didn't invent that word on the spot. Yeah, that's probably your only move to survive. By the way, I was thinking about this bishop covered something critical. What if I play rook here? Brilliant move. If you take, I have check, you have to go there. I can take back, but that's not strong enough. I take back with a royal fork threat though. A rook here. And if you don't take, I have takes, go here. And I just want a pawn. So if I go there, you can just defend, can you? That's disgusting. Wow. Okay, so probably go for this instead. But if I sack my bishop, the only valuable thing about this bishop is that it controls this pawn, so sacking my bishop doesn't make sense. The only sensible thing I can do is take, and then infiltrate with my rook, and I'm up a pawn, and your pawn structure is horrible. I also have a passed pawn. But I do have to be careful that I will lose this, and you can take with the queen, but then I should have some rook infiltration. But with a queen here, it's quite useless. I cannot do anything with a queen there. Why is this so annoying? I felt like the queen was doing something, but apparently the queen wasn't doing anything. So if I go here, you can take, and there's nothing. You attack this and my rook. So I have to go here then. Have to go there, take. King goes here. I can... I have to go here so that if check I can block and I lose my bishop. Wait, where are all these threats coming from? So I have to go check, take, go here. Then I have to save checkmate and my knight and my bishop. And I think the only thing I can do is this and give up a pawn. So that I can... I don't know what I should do. Take a pawn back. And I'm probably still losing. I wish I knew something for this position, but if I go here, you take, you still control this, which is disgusting. If I do this sacrifice, does that work? You can just take my knight, and I don't have a threat. Yeah, that's about it. And if I attack, you can take, there is no trap. So I think I have to trade rooks, which is not really what I want. Then you have to go there, and I cannot do anything. Do I have to give this up? If I go here, you always have check and take, so I have to block that threat. Takes, and this looks quite losing, I have to say. And it's basically the same thing that I always blunder, it's just... Maybe I should trade queens after. Takes, I have a kingside majority, and maybe I can blockade everything knight against bishop. Down a pawn, but I have a bishop. And a kingside majority. I don't know enough about endgames. Down a pawn, but I have the bishop for knight advantage. Down a pawn, I could damage your structure, but my king isn't active enough to convert such a disadvantage. He can just push his opponent, and I don't even have a passed pawn, so... I don't know what you're thinking about, I'm just giving you a pawn. And I want to believe that I'm posing a threat of knight to c6, maybe? Knight to c6, queen has to move, knight to d8. Knight to d8 check. King has to go somewhere. My queen can maybe come into c6 with a b7 checkmate threat. Queen b6, king c8 is annoying. And I cannot actually do anything about it, I think. No, I don't even think I have a threat. Hmm, that looks impossible, but there's nothing. So he should take the pawn, and I have to keep my bishop on the board. So if I go for this, queen takes, pawn takes. I'm dominating your knight is the first thing that I see. Second of all, I should be able to... I mean, I don't know, I can only win or learn. So, I mean, those are good odds. Let's win or learn. I'm dominating your knight. I can put a bishop on b2. I can try to make a dark squared blockade. And if I can blockade your king, your queen side, I should be able to win on the king side. That blunders a queen. Oh my god, there's no way. There is no way that just happened. He blundered a queen. And that's how you beat 1800s. So, oh, this is actually losing. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. I mean, I didn't know. So takes, takes. I was expecting this. I wanted to go here, there, push. And I cannot blockade you, ever. You just bring up your pawns, very findable. I go here, you bring up your pawns, very findable. I bring my king. You have to move your knights. I can break open, and like these moves are a pretty big blunder, so it only takes one bad move. I can make a passed pawn, but you're quicker and I cannot defend it. Okay, so that's a bad one. Bring my king, bring your king, bring the king, push. And I can't even get in. Like, this knight is actually quite strong. I don't know if he would have found that complete blockade, but... Like, let's say you make one stupid... Okay, blundering a pawn is a bit too stupid, but... Is there nothing with, like... But I always force your knight here, and then you actually make this blockade. Which is actually quite strong. I didn't know this defensive fortress. Like, this is a fortress. I cannot penetrate it. Like, he covers all of these squares. And my dark squared bishop is useless now. So I have to go here, but his king is faster and his pawn too. Yeah, okay, this is losing as hell. So let's review the other things about this game. So I played this candy. Castling first is the move, yeah, obviously. Go there, this is bad. You go here. And this sacrifice leads to a draw. Rook there is good for me. I castle, you go there. That's the best move. Takes, takes is the best move. That's a blunder. But I should have taken with the knights. Take, take, and now keep breaking open things. Yeah, obviously. Takes is already a massive blunder. Check here, check, and you're getting mated. Okay, you are getting completely gassed. Wow. Okay, so how do you find this? Like, you see this. I should have thought about this pressure and how can I exploit it. I have this forcing move takes takes. Now this pawn is pinned to this weak square and I just can pressure the pin and break open everything and bring my rooks. And yeah, I should have found this for sure, but I didn't think the right way. So let's rephrase my thinking. What did I think in this position? I thought about how do I win a pawn? I should have thought more about how can I use this open file, and I should have seen that this was the best plan. I didn't see the right plan as my initial mistake, I think. If I saw this plan and this devastating attack and that I could just take and use this pin. So how do I rephrase my thoughts so that I will find this the next time? I mean by seeing that I have to exploit this, and then I would have found it, just let this pawn be mobilized, break open this diagonal. It was very findable, but I didn't see the right plan. Obviously I should exploit this, especially with a queen that can come in and help. Yeah, so I should have seen this, but check is bad. Rook here, take the pawn, take, I'm winning. That's a bad move, that's the best move, that's the only resource, and here I blunder everything. But that's a bad move, but I blunder it again. Yeah, I thought I'm blocking the queen, which is nice, but actually my knight isn't defended, my rook isn't defended, and he has just this fork, basically. I thought I'm so smart, I'm letting his queen bite on sand. But I should only think about that when he doesn't want to move his queen. If I deactivate his queen, but his queen can just move to a better square, it doesn't work. So I should have thought more about this is nice, what are the resources of my opponent, and I blunder against that a lot. And if I play this, I'm totally winning. Let's say you attack my knight, I can come here. After takes, let's say takes, oh, you can do this, that's annoying. Okay, so after takes, I have to fork you, you have to leave. I can take with an attack on your queen, so now you can come here, but I can just refuse. And if you take, I have mate. Okay, that's difficult to see. And now you have to defend against mate. I can just take this and start a new attack with a lot of infiltration. Oh, but this is a fork. Wait, this is quite complicated. Oh, that's why I have to take with this. I thought this reroute is nice, but I didn't see the resource of my opponent, which is exactly what I said I blunder against a lot. So again, I blundered a fork. I have to start thinking about my opponent's threats way more. I think I have my own threats nilled. Like, I win every game if my opponent doesn't have a weird resource. And I mean, that sounds stupid, but I never see the resources, and that's my biggest problem. So like threatening mate, and here you have to stop mate, and I have to take like this so that you cannot fork me. Yeah, so this was quite bad. So again, just I should have seen this. I was thinking about this, and this. And I mean, this is way better because I'm threatening something actually. And I chose this instead because I thought I'm deactivating this and I'm preparing something. But I mean, I have the same thing just without the blunder because I didn't look for his resources. He found a resource, I traded rooks, and here I just went for a draw, but this isn't the draw. I have to find this to cover, to attack, to block and get some activity going. After this I cannot take because you have this fork. Check, here, take. Oh, that's defended. Cool. Yeah. So, I mean, it's a draw, but I have to find the draw. But instead, I go for the queen trade in the hopes that I would learn how to defend or lose this. And I didn't get to learn it, but we can look at it now. Oh, I did look at it. Yeah, so the problem with this was that this blockade he can make is quite strong. If you just push, I can attack you, and you do not have to defend that pawn. Actually, you could go for this, but anytime I do this, you can just come back, and you have this fortress that I cannot break through, and you can push and just keep pushing. And now you can actually block my bishop off, which is quite crazy. Yeah, and if I take, you can promote. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's a beautiful tactic too. Just trying to gain access, like gain control um, over one square, and even if I can break it open, I still have to use a tempo breaking it open, except if I do this, but then you can just trade. Even if it was a queen, just sag the queen and you can make another one, and obviously that's completely winning. Um, yeah, so I played a quite horrible game, but I learned a lot, and if you want practical tips like this and games like this, subscribe. And other than that, like, share, and I will see you in the next one.